Good afternoon, and welcome to a special tasting with the Old Growler. I'm the Old Growler, Pete LaFrance, and I'm glad to have you with me this afternoon, that's for sure. For those of you who are just visiting, well, welcome. For those of you who have been around a while, well, you know how things work here. Absolutely. Here's how they go. What we have here is a tasting, a special tasting because we're all friends in fermentation now. Don't get too excited. If you're looking for a beer, this is a fermented product. It might not be a fermented milk, a fermented malt product, but it's a fermentation. Okay. And how we do things here, it is meeting expectations. We have to see what happens. Okay, well, here we go. The reason that I'm here is because of the pubs, bars, and taverns are still closed down here in New York City, in Brooklyn, and well, they're open outside now. So we have gone a step in the right direction, and that's why the Old Growler is on Mondays and Fridays live. The rest of the time, those will be tasting notes as usual. And this is how we do things as usual. As usual, we would be at the Henry Street Ale House. And that's over there in Brooklyn Heights, just about 3 blocks that way. And the bar manager, Jerry Scott, myself, and Jim Bennett, and probably at least 1 or 2 other bar folks, because it is a very popular bar. It's at the end of the Brooklyn Bridge in Brooklyn Heights, and they have a great beer selection. So anyways, and it's a great tourist destination as well as a local hangout. Now, what we usually do is sometimes a brewery or someone will send me a sample, or sometimes I'll go out and get a beer myself. And we take a look at exactly what it is. Okay. Now, this one, let's see, it says it's a Von Trapp. As you can see, it's been opened. So I'll see if I can find the tasting notes for this one and put it in the comments or the description box below. And this one, it was from Von Trapp Brewing, and I knew Von Trapp Brewing up in Vermont, absolutely. And it says it's a Dunkel lager, and it says it's a little of Austria, 12 fluid ounces, a lot of Vermont. And it's Von Trapp Brewing, Stowe, Vermont. And it tells us that it has a government warning on it, and it is a deep, rich, smooth, and crisp dark lager, brewed on the grounds of the Trapp Family Lodge in Stowe, Vermont. It is 5.7% alcohol by volume and 22 bittering units. So what would we expect? We would expect to have a nice, clear, bright, sparkling beer with 22 bittering units, not too bitter, but at 5.7% alcohol, hey, that's a hefty little beer. And, well, that's how things are done. Now, today, as I say, this is a special tasting because, as we say, we're all friends in fermentation. And I received a sample of this. It's a cider from Sweden, and it is a pear cider from Sweden. And let's see now, what does it say on here? It says that it has 110 calories. So they're very calorie conscious. Rekorderling, not reordering, Rekorderling, Rekorderling. And again, all the information that I could get on this is in the description box below, as well as links to the organization that puts it out and some other comments. Okay, it says it's a premium Swedish hard cider. It's a pear. There's a pear on there. So it's a very simply designed, nice and clean design. I like that. And it says that it is a natural and artificially flavored pear hard cider, naturally gluten-free, vegan-friendly, and imported. It's 4.5% alcohol by volume. It tells me that the perfect serve is ice cubes, a squeeze of lemon garnished with a wedge. It's beautiful Swedish refreshment, hard cider made with pure Swedish spring water. And it says here to visit the Rekorderling.com for retailers and beautiful Swedish inspiration. The link to them is down in the description box. And it says, best before date, see base of can. All right, let's take a look. It says 02 February 2020. So a couple of years to go on this one. The nutrition facts are on here. It says that the ingredients are water, hard cider, sugar, less than 2% of natural and artificial flavors, citric acid, caramel color, colored with carrot, and grape juice, concentrate, sodium citrate, malic acid, potassium sorbate, sulfur dioxide to preserve freshness, sucralose, and carbon dioxide. Yeah, I reckon it has carbon dioxide in it. That's all right. Packaged by the Åbro Bryggeri, Vimmerby, Sweden. Product of Sweden, imported by Total Beverage Solutions, 421 Mando Park Boulevard, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And of course, it has a government warning on here. All right, now what are we expecting? Well, I know what cider is, that's for sure. And pear, well, I know what a pear is and what it tastes like. And you heard all the ingredients. So what I'm expecting, I am expecting a clear, fresh tasting, very fruity, very pear flavored type of a beverage. Most of the time, I'm sure this could be a mixer. And it says to serve over ice cubes. Well, this has been in my refrigerator, and believe me, it's almost, it doesn't hurt to hold it, but it's cold. All right, let's crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Okay, there we go. Now, we have a nice glass here. This is a wine glass. We usually use this for our beer tasting so that we don't have any, most beers that say an ale might have a lot of floral aromas. So a wide glass would be great for it. And of course, lagers, you want a nice thin Pilsner glass. So to make sure that all the beers are on the same track, we put it in this glass right here. All right, let's see what we've got. Naturally, it has no head, and it doesn't have any international bittering units because it is a cider. However, it is fermented, and look at the sparkle in there. That's a beautiful sparkle. Nice and clear and crisp. First nosedive. Bad. That's a nice pear flavor or aroma. Yeah, that certainly is. It's got a lot of pear in there, that's for sure. Not one, but a pear. Okay, first swig. Wow. It starts out with it's a nice little a sweet flavor to it, but the pear flavor really develops as your taste buds and your taste sensors meet them. Wow, that's very refreshing. Yes, absolutely refreshing. I mean, that is a very nice fermented beverage for sure. A little change from beer, but what the heck? We're all friends in fermentation. Let's have a little bit more. While I remind those of you who have been here before to give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And for those of you who are new, it would help. It would certainly be nice for you to subscribe. I would appreciate that. A thumbs up is always a nice thing. And if you don't want to miss any of the Old Growler's tastings live and also the regular tastings that we have posted every day at 12 noon, don't forget to hit the bell there. That'll let you know when every one of our tastings are. All right, let's try this again. Oh, that is a nice, very nice, refreshing flavor. So, does Rekorderling Premium Swedish Hard Cider pear flavor meet expectations? It certainly does. Also, for those of you who are interested, the folks at Rekorderling also have a strawberry lime flavored beverage. And I think I'll leave that for another day, or perhaps I'll taste it on my own. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody for showing up today. And for those of you who, let's see, today is the 24th of July, 2020. And since this is the 8th live tasting, I want to suggest again that you subscribe, click on the blue bell down there so that you don't miss any of our tastings. And this is the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers, hey, all of your beverages meet expectations. See you next time. Thanks very much for showing up and enjoy.